Did Rich kill that boy?
Rich is not a murderer.
Well, somehow it happened, didn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've loved Rich longer than I have. And even more blindly. There's nothing in this world that you wouldn't do for him. What have you gotten yourself into now? Why don't you trust me? You know what I think? I think that Shane was in love with Phoebe, and she broke his heart, and he didn't feel like he could live without her. I mean, you and I both understand that feeling because we've been there. It makes you do things that you never expect. So he blames Ridge. It's all his fault. Maybe he was waiting for Ridge. Did Shane have a gun? Did they fight?
Brooke.
Maybe Ridge...
Brooke. You know my Ridge.
Yes. Yes, of course I do.
You know that he could never...
No. No, I know that.
It wasn't murder. Shane was distraught because of Phoebe. He said he didn't want to live without her, and he apparently put the gun to his head. He was going to kill himself.
Oh, my God.
Ridge grabbed for it. They fought, and the gun went off. And I guess Shane must have just fallen dead. Ridge said he ran to get the phone to call the police, and then he realized he couldn't.
But why?
Because of Grant and Rick. He took the blame. He took the blame for shooting Grant for Rick. He did it for you because he loved you. He did it for your son. And remember, the court told him that if he ever was brought up on any kind of a charge involving a gun, he'd automatically go to prison. Brooke, that's what'll happen now unless you keep silent. He panicked. He put the body in a garment bag. And he told me he thought about the boat because he'd been there earlier in the day to see Phoebe. So he took the body down there and wrapped an anchor chain around it.
Is this your idea?
No, I didn't know anything about it at the time. I was leaving the building when I was in the garage. I saw him come downstairs and he had this, well, now what I know was the body in a garment bag. And he had the strangest look on his face. And I thought, well, there's something really wrong here. So I followed him, and he went down to the marina, and he walked out onto the dock with the body. I thought, what the hell is going on? I came back to the office on the chance, because he was so upset that he would come back too, you know, and he did, and I confronted him.
You could have gone to the police then.
Yes, you're right. I could have. He could have. He wanted to. And I said no, because he dumped the body in the bay. I mean, I thought it would look like premeditated murder.
So you didn't let him come forward?
Well, here's what I thought. Shane's just a drifter. And the only connection to any of us was through Phoebe, and that was over. So I thought, if that's over, then, well, no one will miss him.
Oh, my God, Stephanie, it's a human life. Or don't you care about that?
Do you think that I don't see the tragedy of this whole thing? You think that I don't... How sad for a young man like that to want to kill himself. But the truth of the matter is, it was suicide. It was an accident.
Yes, and now it's a murder case.
Well, if that body had just stayed in the bottom of the bay...
But it didn't. And you and Rich stood by while they arrested Nick.
But I kept thinking, you know, any minute now the police will understand they've made a mistake.
Really? Well, what about the shirt that they found? Nick's shirt with Shane's blood on it?
Oh, we don't know anything about that. Phoebe said that Shane had gotten into a fight. That's all I know.
But you also know he was accused for a crime he didn't commit.
Would you rather see your son's father go to prison for a crime he didn't commit?
You really don't care about Nick?
No, I don't care about Nick. He's no innocent babe in the woods.
And Rich is in Paris, safe. That's all you care about.
Yes, that's all I care about. And I know you care about him, too.
Yes, I do. Enough to put an end to this. For all of us. You're coming with me.
Where?
To tell Lieutenant Baker exactly what you told me.
No. Look, it's only Ridge's word that Shane wanted to commit suicide. Besides, there'll be other charges. I'm an accessory after the fact.
Exactly. So you better come clean now, and I'm sure that's what Ridge would want. Besides, they haven't built a jail that could hold you.
Why should anyone go to jail?
Somebody is already in jail.
Nick isn't going to be convicted. It's all circumstantial. Besides, your brother's a wonderful lawyer. Look what he did for Taylor, and she confessed.
Nick and Storm know that Ridge did it.
They can't prove it. Look, nobody needs to do anything, please. It was a suicide.
I believe you. I do. Not for 1 minute did I accept the words that Nick said. And you know, Stephanie, you've made sense of it all. Anybody would understand now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who are you calling?
Lieutenant Baker, please.
No, put that phone down.
You don't have to talk to him. I will.
No, put the phone down.
Yes, I'm holding for Lieutenant Baker.
You're talking about sending Ridge to jail.
We'll testify on his behalf. We'll get him off.
No, that's not what's going to happen. Put the phone down.
Yes, thank you. Stephanie, this is for Ridge's best interest. The truth